Well, let's keep it with earnings, and Blue Star posted a pretty strong set of numbers. More importantly, the unitary products revenue are up about 34% on year. Advani, the managing director, is with us to chat earnings. Hi there, Mr. Advani, thanks for joining in. It's been a strong performance. I want to talk about the margin picture. You've delivered margins at about 3.8%. Is this going to build up going forward, or do you think that you can maintain the current margins?
Sure. So I'll just take you through the numbers. As far as the company is concerned, you may know that last year we had an IT business that was consolidated into Blue Star. The revenue for the quarter of the IT business was 61 crores. The profit for the quarter was 11 crores. So if you exclude those, because it is not like to like, we've had very strong revenue growth of 26% for the quarter, and we've had a very large growth in the profit by about 160%. A lot of this has been driven by the volume growth that you spoke about. I think you've jumped into segment 2, which is our unitary products business, so I can deconstruct that for you. Our unitary products business currently includes our room air conditioner business, our refrigeration products business, and our new water purifier business. I just want to highlight that while revenue grew 34%, the segment results have degrown by 10%, and the explanation for that is actually the large investments we made in our new water purifier business in the quarter. If I look at room air conditioners on a standalone basis, we had a fantastic quarter. Revenue grew 47%, and the profitability actually grew or improved over last year. As far as the market is concerned, room air conditioners for the quarter, again, it was a strong performance for the industry. It grew about 20% against our 47%.
So have you had any impact of demonetization, Mr. Advani? Because, you know, there has been growth more or less seen. And for how long do you think the slowdown will continue?
Sure. So actually, demonetization has impacted two of our businesses. It has impacted our projects and central air conditioning business much more, because clearly direct impact on the real estate industry. So our segment 1, you will see, had muted order inflow, and we're seeing a tough few quarters ahead as far as revenue growth is concerned. The second business where demonetization impacted us was in our refrigeration products business. There again, it is a B2B business. The ice cream sector was impacted, etc. Interestingly, our consumer-facing businesses, which is our room air conditioner business, water purifiers, both were largely unimpacted by demonetization in the quarter. In fact, as far as the consumer business is concerned, New Year sales were in line with our plan. Pongal sales were in line with our plan. And going into Q4, we're looking at a good quarter.
And what about the electromechanical projects business? What is the outlook there?
Sure. So as far as the projects business is concerned, I mentioned to you, has been impacted by demonetization. A couple of things. One is order inflow only grew about 12% for the quarter, well below our intended plan. We do see the next 2 to 3 quarters being tough as far as order inflow is concerned because of the real estate uncertainty. Other than that, the other issue that we are now faced with is commodity price increase. I think you've seen increase in steel, you've seen the dollar moving, we've seen oil moving, so certainly there is some caution around commodity price increase as far as the business is concerned. Having said that, as far as Blue Star is concerned, we continue to look at growth even in our projects business going into Q4 and into next year.
Okay, and you know, for the AC market in particular, analysts are revising the growth higher. What is your outlook, and how do you see demand improving on the government-funded infrastructure projects as well?
Sure. So as far as the room air conditioner business is concerned, January to December, which is a calendar year, we saw the industry grow 20%, and at Blue Star we grew slightly higher than 30%. Our market share at the end of December 16 stands at 11.5%. As we look to plan for the new year, which is both on a calendar year as well as next financial year, We are aiming for a higher market share. We're aiming to get to 12.5%. We are planning similar growth compared to last year. This will be driven by a continued effort into Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5 markets. Also, we're seeing penetration of room air conditioners as far as first-time users and buyers are concerned growing. So it's a very positive outlook for the room air conditioner industry as we go into the new calendar year. You asked about government projects, which is a different segment altogether. Government continues to spend money, especially in hospitals, educational institutions, and frankly, FY18 is going to be very significant for the metro market. As you know, Blue Star is very active in the underground metro and overground metro market. We see a lot of positive movement in that sector as well.
All right, and what about pricing? Because we understand that there may be a bit of an AC pricing war of sorts with competition really heating up. What's your own thing on pricing? And is there any expectation of correction in the following quarter?
Sure. So as far as pricing is concerned, as you know, this year there is no table change. So the energy efficiency table change does not change. Currently, it will change at the end of this year. So we should see similar pricing to last year. Of course, there will always be in every year one or two competitors who will bring a different price point into the market, which will probably help to expand the market. As far as Blue Star is concerned, you do know that we are placed at a premium position as far as pricing and positioning of the brand is concerned. We don't play the price game, and we continue to be able to grow our market share at a steady pace. So as far as Blue Star is concerned, pricing will continue at last year's levels. There may be a slight increase on account of commodity price increases, but we're hoping that because volumes are expected to be strong, that we should be able to offset some of that and pass that benefit on to the consumer. As far as the industry is concerned, I think we're all looking forward to a positive 2017.
Okay. Appreciate you taking the time out and joining in, giving us a sense of how things have shaped up. So acknowledging the fact that yes, demonetization has impacted the business, but I think the UCP growth has been very strong. 523 on the stock, seeing a good thumbs up. Ashok Leyland has put out its numbers, and let's talk with